Welcome to day 2 of the Fit Disciple. Today our focus will be on Luke 9, 21 to 27. The main verse is verse 3, verse 23. Verse 23 is, whoever wants to be my disciple will deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me. It is better to, what is the value if you gain the whole world but lose your soul? So I think a lot of Christians, they're under the impression that you can live in the world and not be of the world, but not push anybody's buttons. Don't flex to give part of a workout thing to it, and by not flexing, then you're just letting the flow go. Whereas really what we're called to do is we're called to wake up in the morning and say, God, what are we doing for you? What changes do you want in my life? What can I do to make changes for other people? What can I do to follow you today? You're going to be put in uncomfortable situations. And the question is, do you stand up for God in those situations, or do you just say, okay, you know what, I'm not going to say anything, because then staying silent, no one's going to say anything against me, no one's going to persecute me, nobody's going to yell at me. But sometimes there's people that are hurting. There's people that need you to advocate for them. There's people that need you to support them, stand up for them, be there as someone to take care of you and push you forward, and maybe make that gentle correction to somebody so that they grow. I'm working out with the fitness band today because I don't have my Bowflex, and one of the things I noticed when I was digging through looking to see if I had fitness bands is this fitness band actually came from Brain Jocks. And the big thing about Brain Jocks, especially key individuals on that team, were that they supported me. Brian really supported me when I was going through my Fit Tiki days at the beginning, and I was trying to get into shape, and he was getting into shape, and he was getting healthier and fit. When I didn't post one of these videos, he would message me and say, hey, how's it going? Are you okay? I didn't know. I noticed you didn't have your workout video. Did you do your workout today? And we talked about water, and we talked about workouts, and we talked about all sorts of things. So Brian is one of those guys that did do that. He did take the extra effort to stand out. He did take the extra effort to care. He's that type of person. He's the person who, his personality is that he cares for people. He really genuinely cares. And, when the war in the Ukraine started, he started reaching out to try and help some of those in the Ukraine get out that wanted to get out, help them go through the process of getting their visa and things like that. Not only for the company that he was working for, but for anybody that wanted to get out. And that's one of those, 2023 secret compassion things. I don't know if a lot of people realized that he was doing those things. I don't know if they realized the work that he was putting into that. I don't know if people realize the kind of things that he does like that. And it's not just, that's just one example. That's kind of a key thing in his life, is that he reaches out and helps people, and he cares for people. And that's why BrainJocks was so successful as a company, because they cared for everybody. He cared for his employees. He loved his employees as if they were family. He cared for the community. He cared for, everybody that was suffering. So that's something that, as Christians, we need to, deny ourselves, pick up our cross, and, care about others, and, stand up for people that need standing up for, people that can't advocate for themselves. So thank you for Brian always being an example to me. I really appreciate that.